I realized that in Kenya, that there was a lot of property being built, a lot of development, but it sounded like it was always the same people buying. It was a separate class in Kenya, outside of the country, in other parts of the world. The guys were kind of cash. We would be mostly the ones buying property. In Nigeria, the people here, they have the situation, they went to university, they have jobs, they are working. They are not the ones that are really getting from all the products that they have made and all the situations that have been made. And when I see my situation, I was so fortunate at the end of every year for me. I could have a bank to give me the 23 apartment. I could have all the infrastructure, it would be easy for me to find a property to start my journey as a landlord.
I'm also here to encourage our young investors, people as young as me, that you can start small and actually achieve your goals. At the end of your lifetime or at the end of the day, you will get to where you stay or you will get to your bills, but it's okay to start small. So we are Anzaa Estate, we are just part of the team, and we'll be with you all the way. So if you see me, a familiar face, always know that I'll also be here to help. We can also close up deals today. If I buy the home of your deals today, so don't be shy. Interact with us, tell us about your needs, what you like, and Anzaa will make this worthwhile, and Anzaa will be with you all the way. Thank you so much and have a lovely evening.
What Max has said is, let's get started. And I love the fact he says, start where you are, and he started at 23. And you know, if you speak to, the most seasoned women in the room, they'll tell you, when I was trying to buy that house, there were no one bedrooms, there were no 2 bedrooms. Nairobi did not offer that, nor do you. Nairobi didn't offer that. It was either 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, or a villa or a mansion. Now, in past by, we see billboards saying 2 billion, 3.5, all of it under 5, under 10. And I'm so excited for you. And yet, somehow, you're sitting there thinking, but I want a 1 bedroom in Lavington. No. I will tell you where to start. As a matter of fact, what I want to do right now, and I have to do this properly, is introduce you to Cheryl Enrique. She's a group commercial director at Livida, and we have met before. Can you please be on hand to bring up? She's tall, and God, she has pulled out the microphone. She also heads, is it Oris Property Management, which is a sister company to Livida. She has over 16 years of combined experience in real estate and finance. She has worked in both the US and in Kenya, where she's done both commercial and residential real estate projects. And she's very keen on governance, which is why in her spare time, which you can find me, she serves on several boards.
Tell you why I'm so passionate about real estate. So when church began, in my mid 20s, I was living in the US. I just graduated. I had what I looked was a high-flying job. I'd been hustling for the last 4 or 5 years while in school. Had saved some money. And what I wanted to do with that money was buy a car. And I set on a tan Acura with white letters. Great. So my mother heard about my plan and said, Cheryl, no, that is not what you will be doing. You will buy a cheaper car and use the rest of your fund to buy a house. So because of my mother, I ended up in a Gen-Z-driven whatever, but I bought my first car of credit at 26. And I got the bug. By myself. And I got the bug. I got the real estate one. It actually came off of me. And I turned it into a career. I started a career in real estate. And then in my early 80s, life happened. I finally found myself, between children and a wife. And then to tell you, my hobby, this thing called real estate actually saved my life, saved my family's life. And because of that, that's why I'm here today. So I left Kenya 6 years ago with my young family. And I continued my journey in real estate. So when I tell you that this real estate thing is a thing, it's more than a thing, it's come to your life. I speak from experience, so much to make sure that's what might be invited to. That's what we're just supposed to be talking about. So I'm supposed to be talking about a Nairobi property market opportunity, right? And to give you a perspective on the impact from a global perspective, so you will talk about your path to financial freedom, and that's hearing Carol's journey and Matt's journey, and I will be quite inspired by my journey. And the globalism, we are all experiencing, this is the first time happening in history where every corner of the world is going to be the same thing. Almost 340 trillion in global assets, 78% of which are resident in the residential sector, still prove that real estate is still the biggest industry in the world in business. It's still the biggest industry despite everything that's happening. And it's simply because, real estate offers all these key and factors that we target, right? Provide a reliable income stream or opportunity to earn an income stream or just image to that to not value over time, can be finance and recurring discourses about the journey.
They say women are powerhouses of homes. And when you think about a house, women turn a house into a home. So I'm very excited to be speaking to the right audience and not to ignore the men in the house. We can't do without you, but without us, you definitely cannot survive. So our discussion tonight goes beyond conventional banking by highlighting how inclusivity, especially in gender, enriches our financial and societal framework. KCB's mission intertwines with fostering an environment where every individual, irrespective of gender, can fulfill their own ownership dreams. Another thing you need to know as you start your journey of home ownership is that there are other costs. One, you will have to pay stamp duty, which is 4%. The reality, please learn from now that when you buy a home, there's a tax to it. Before that property is transferred to your name, there's 4% stamp duty that needs to be paid. The second thing is that there's a lot of legal work that has to be done. The transfer, if you're taking a bank from a loan, there's the charge. Yeah, so they have to charge, fees for the transfer and the charge. Of course, we have to value the property, and the beauty of coming through the bank is that all the due diligence is done. So you're not going to get your property being brought down because it was on a road to serve, because it was on grab land, because all that is due diligence that we help you do that. And to do that, we also need professionals, we need valuers who help us through that. Again, it does cost, and that explains the 105% financing. So the 10% covers your deposit for the house, but the 5% goes to cover some of these other incidental costs. So today, if you're sitting here, really, you have no excuse. So our discourse tonight confirms our commitment to financial freedom and inclusive growth within the real estate sector. We envision a future where financial services catalyze genuine empowerment, fostering environments where aspirations in home ownership and property investment are accessible to all, and especially to women, and thus pouring our efforts to be at the forefront of financial inclusivity. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I found myself flying relocated actually from Europe to East Africa to Kenya for family visits. I had taken a sabbatical from my current career that was very different to what I'm doing now. And I wanted my family to know in Nairobi. So I heard so much about Kenya. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait. I opened my laptop and I started looking around for vacation rentals, right? Airbnb was the only, we call it OTA, by the way, online travel agents. Airbnb was the only OTA that you could book a house, an apartment, or a lodge, or a holiday home back then. And much to my surprise, I found so little. And what I found was that absolutely no one person that was selling at the time would pay for that. I'm being completely honest. That was 2013. Alright. back in Europe we were using that, right? And we were used to be like instant booking and value for money and quality and service. And I was like, the only thing I could find back then was stay hotel. Perfect, I just don't know what I was looking for. All lodges that they would say luxury, I guess what? Like the pricing was for a family of four.
It takes that, so we make sure, because then we go into the hospitality sector. But all in all, once done right, the shorter terms of business can be a hands-off, completely passive income. You have your apartment, you pay for yourself.
This project is near to my heart because it's an affordable project. And when we say affordable, it's affordable pricing. The project is called Anzaa. The name came from a play on university, and that's how we came up with the name. And it's discovered by Lisa. Yeah, you can read the fine print. It's supposed to impress you. To tell you that we are developers that are backed by two powerhouses, actors, a world out of India, called Shapoji Law University. And combined, they have 150 years of business experience globally. So when we tell you we know what we're doing, we know what we're doing, right? That's in a nutshell what this slide says. So what we do at Anzaa is we do master plan development. So we don't go look for 1 acre and do that kind of thing. We look for large tracts of land and master plan. What that means for you is you know what's going to be to the left of you, you know what's going to be to the right of you, you know what you're going to have, and you know what you're going to be looking at from behind. Because everything is planned. So our project is no different. It's on a 7-acre plot of land, and it's master plan to include studios, 1 bed. So those billboards you see for the studios and 1 bed, they're offering 2 beds, and our future days are going to have 3 beds.
All the realistic business. It is all about people. It's about leadership. The business environment is about people. It's about leadership. The only reason we don't cover it is because we used to be sent class and kiss FM. So the same thing applies to our business as well. We're addicting, but today I think we can reach only 4. Hi Tim. The team in the operated in more than 50. So if there's already questions, you can reach out to me or any of my team members that see present here. So thank you so much. Looking forward to interacting with you and also the evening, and thank you for the opportunity.
Please remember, you're neither your grandmother or your mom. And if you're lucky enough to have a mom who brought you here, a big sis, a colleague, a friend, that person cares. Because what you're embarking on tonight is there's a club that gets you by your question. But when you start weighing on what you have, it's the best thing you could do. So even if you're making an investment today because you know for your 2-bedroom, your studio apartment, you will buy the one you always wanted. Start. Start with what you have. Start where you are. But whatever you do, start. And start with Anzaa.